Welcome to TRADEREP. This is Shorthammer. It is the 30th of September 2019, and we are taking a look at CI. Now, not just CI, but the entire sector is looking weak. And if you look across the broader market, there are a bunch of red sectors. And yes, it seems as if we had a slight bounce on Friday after all that selling. There's still a bunch of red out there. So when we look at CI and this downtrend, in the past, when we've gotten into these 140s, the buyers have definitely stepped in. It's been a demand area, and CI has caught a bid. This time, I'm going to be watching it closely, and if we catch a bid, I'll slide into the trade, probably on an intraday basis. But what I am slightly hesitant on is that not only is CI downtrending, and I should have seen this entry here with all these upper wicks. That should have been clearly an entry. But not only is CI downtrending, but if you look over at ANTM, and this is on the daily chart, it looks the same. We see this testing an area where it bounced previously, so this will be interesting to watch also, see if it catches a bid here. But that's downtrending, and then we have UNH also downtrending, approaching an area where it bounced before. And finally, we have HUM downtrending. So, and this is approaching a, if you see this, on the last sales, this one as low as 226s, 233s, push up wave. So this is headed down also, and this isn't quite to the level of where its last swing low, where I'm looking at all these waves, and the last swing low, the lower low of the swing low was here at 225. And maybe we don't go there, but this is something interesting that across all the healthcare tickers that I follow, that I tend to see a correlation in, that they're all headed down. And I'll say the least weak of those four appears to be HUM. And so maybe that means this is going to get a deeper roll over the next few days. I'm not sure. But I'll be watching this to see if there's an intraday setup on this. But CI is and ANTM are looking like they're close to catching a bid. They're approaching prior bounce areas. And let's look at CI specifically. Now, I didn't see anything specific to healthcare that would cause us to be headed back down. But I am not going to worry about that. For me, I'm just going to watch to see if the buyers step in these 140s. And if the buyers do, I'll follow the wave up, probably more on an intraday basis, and exit at any sign of resistance. Now, that is what I'm watching for on CI. And if we roll through these 140s, then the next demand level I have is down here at the mid 130s. And if we roll through here, I may take a small scalp, but what I'll be watching for on all these drops are for buyers to step in to give us a counter move to the upside. So I'll see if this wave ends right in these mid 140s, an area where we've found buyers before. And if we roll below that or close below that, then my expectation is going to be more downside, maybe not just to this supply demand zone, but potentially to the next supply demand zone. But the main thing I'm looking for is a pattern repeat. The last few times down, buyers have stepped in. So my expectation is that buyers, even though the market is different now than it was at all these other times when we had these drawdowns, my expectation still will be that buyers will step in. And the only thing that will change that expectation is if they do not. And if we go through these 140s, or we close lower, I'll say also, then I'll be looking for maybe a pullback to these 140s and a failure and a fade to the 130s. So that's my plan on CI that I'll be watching for this week, is a pattern repeat. And if we don't get a pattern repeat, then a failure to hold, retest rejection, and fade to the downside.